students. How are you? I hope all are good. Welcome back to another class. Today, let we start English chapter number 5, Big Brother. Do you find it difficult to apologize when you make a mistake? So, read the story. This story of Munshi Premchand. Okay, so this is the story of real story of his life. My big brother was 5 years older than me. मेरा जो बड़ा भाई था वो मुझसे केवल 5 साल बड़ा था. Only 3 grades ahead. मेरे से 3 क्लास आगे था. He had begun his studies at the same age I had, but he didn't like the idea of moving hastily in an important matter like education. He wanted to lay a firm foundation for that great edifice, so he took 2 years to do 1 year's work. Sometimes he even took 3. If the foundations were not well made, how could the edifice endure? I was 9, he was 40. ठीक है, जब मैं 9 साल का था तो वो 14 साल का था. So, he had full right by seniority to supervise and instruct me. पूरा अधिकार था उनको मेरे ऊपर पूरा सुपरविजन करने में, मेरे ऊपर पूरा अधिकार जताने में, क्योंकि वो मुझसे बड़े थी. And I was expected to accept every order of his as law. By nature, he was very studious. बहुत ही पढ़ाकू किस्म के थे वो. He was always sitting with a book open. And perhaps to rest his brain, he would sometimes draw pictures of birds, dogs, and cats in the margin of his notebook. Occasionally, he would write a name, word, or a sentence 10 or 20 times. He might copy a couplet out several times in beautiful letters or create new words which made no rhyme or reason. I wasn't really very keen about studying. To pick up a book and sit with it for an hour was a tremendous effort. As soon as I found a chance, I had leave the hostel and go to the field and play marbles or fly paper kites, or sometimes just meet a chum. What could be more fun? But as soon as I come back into the room and saw my brother's scowling face, I was petrified. ठीक है, वो मेरे जो भाई थे पढ़ाकू किस्म के बच्चे थे और मतलब बहुत ही अच्छे से उनको अगर मतलब उनको पढ़ाई से थोड़ा सा थक गया तो फिर उनको ड्राइंग बनाना, डॉग्स, कैट्स, बर्ड्स, ये चीज़ें बनाना, अपनी नोटबुक्स को बड़ा सुंदर से मार्जिन लाइन वगैरह करके रखना, तो ये उन्हें मतलब पसंद था. और उसी के अपोजिट मैं था. मेरे को जो है पढ़ने के साथ साथ मुझे कंची खेलना, पतंग उड़ाना, पेपर उड़ाना, इस तरह से बाहर घूमना मुझे बहुत पसंद था. तो ये सब करके जब मैं वापस अपने रूम में आता तो उनका जो है गुस्से वाला फेस मुझे देखना पड़ता. हिज फर्स्ट क्वेश्चन वुड बी, उनका सबसे पहला क्वेश्चन होता था, वेयर वर यू, कहाँ थे तुम? ऑलवेज दिस क्वेश्चन, ऑलवेज आस्क्ड इन द सेम टोन, एंड द ओनली आंसर आई हैड वाज साइलेंस. डेली उनका यही क्वेश्चन होता था, डेली उनका यही जो है एग्रेशन मतलब वो होती थी टोन बोलने की, बट मेरा एक ही जवाब होता था, साइलेंस. मैं चुप रहता था. I don't know why I couldn't manage to say that I had just been outside playing. My silence was an acknowledgement of guilt, and my brother's only remedy for this was to greet me with indignant words. If you study English this way, you will be studying your whole life and you won't get one word right. Studying English is no laughing matter that anyone who wants to can learn. You have got to wear out your eyes morning and night and use every ounce of energy. Then maybe you will master the subject, and even then it's just to say you have a smattering of it. Even great scholars can't write proper English, to say nothing of being able to speak it. And I ask you, how much of a blockhead are you, Chad? You can't learn a lesson from looking at me. You have seen with your own eyes how much I grin. No matter how many shows and carnivals there may be, have you ever seen me going to watch them? Every day there are cricket and hockey matches, but I don't go near them. I keep on studying all the time, and even so it takes me 2 years or even 3, 4, 1 grade. So how do you expect to pass when you waste your time playing like this? कि तुम ये कैसे एक्सपेक्ट कर सकते हो कि तुम्हारे इस तरह खेलते रहने से तुम पास हो जाओ? Why waste our dad's hard earned money? हमारे पिताजी की जो मेहनत की कमाई है तुम क्यों वेस्ट कर रहे हो? Hearing her dressing down like this, I had started to cry. My brother was an expert in the art of giving advice. He had said such sarcastic words, overwhelmed me with such good counsel that my spirits would collapse. My courage disappeared. I had think, why don't I run away from school and go back home? Why should I spoil my life fiddling with work that's beyond my capacity? But after an hour or two, the cloud of despair would clear away, and I had resolved to study with all my might. I had drawn up a schedule on the spot. How could I start work without first making an outline, working out a plan? In my timetable, the handing of play was entirely absent. मेरे टाइम टेबल में जो खेलने का टाइम हेडिंग था वो टोटली मिस था. वो था ही नहीं उसमें टाइम टेबल में. Get up at the crack of dawn, wash hands and face at 6, eat a snake, sit down and study from 6 to 8 English, 8 to 9 arithmetic, 9 to 9:30 history, then meal time and afterwards off to school, a half hour's rest at 3:30 when I got back from school, geography from 4 to 5, grammar from 5 to 6, then a half hour's walk in front of the hostel, 6:30 to 7 English composition. Okay, then supper translation from 8 to 9, Hindi from 9 to 10, from 10 to 11 miscellaneous, then to bed. But it's one thing to draw up a schedule, another to follow it. It began to be neglected from the very first day. The invited green expanse of the playground, the balmy winds, the commotion on the football field, the exciting street jams of prisoners' base, the speed and flurries of volleyball would all draw me mysteriously and irresistibly. Irresistibly. As soon as I was there, I forgot everything. The life-destroying schedule, the books that strain your eyes, I couldn't remember them at all. And then my big brother would have an occasion for sermons and scolding. I would stay well out of his way, try to keep out of his sight, come into the room on tiptoe so he wouldn't know. But if he spotted me, I had just about died. The yearly exams came round. My brother failed. I passed. जब annual exam आए तो क्या हुआ, मेरा भाई fail हो गया और मैं pass हो गया. But if he spotted me, I passed and was first in my class. मैं अपनी class में first position पे था. Only 2 years difference was left between him and he. पहले 3 साल का difference था class में. अब वो फेल हो गया, वो सेम क्लास में रह गया और मैं पास हो गया, मैं एक क्लास आगे बढ़ गया तो 2 क्लास का डिफरेंस रह गया. ओके, नाउ आई कुड बी अ लिटिल प्राउड ऑफ माई सेल्फ एंड इंडीड माई ईगो एक्सपेंडेड. है ना, अब मुझे अपने ऊपर प्राउड होने लगा. सो माई ब्रदर्स sway over me was over. I began to take part freely in the games. My spirits were running high. One day when I had spent the whole morning playing stickball and came back exactly at mealtime, he said, with all the air of pulling out a sword to rush at me, I see you have passed this year and you are first in your class and you have got stuck about it. But my dear brother, even great men live to regret their pride, and who are you compared to them? You must have read about what happened to Ravan just to pass. Happened to Ravan. Just to pass an exam isn't anything. The real thing is to develop your mind, understand the significance of what you read. Ravan was master of the earth. Such kings are called rulers of the world. All the kings of the earth paid taxes to him. Great divinities were his slaves, even the gods of fire and water. But what happened? There wasn't anybody left to perform all his funeral rites properly. A man can commit any sin he wants, but he had better not be proud. When he turns proud, he loses both this world and the next. You have just been promoted one grade and your head's turned by. Don't assume that because I failed, I'm stupid and you are smart. When you reach my class, you will sweat right chew your teeth when you have to bite into algebra and geometry and study English history. It's not easy to memorize these king's names. There were 8 Henrys. Do you think it's easy to remember all the things that happened in each Henry's time? If you write Henry, the English instead of Henry the Seventh, you get a 0. There were dozens of James, dozens of Williams, and scores of Charles. You get dizzy with them. Your minds, will. Those poor fellows didn't have names enough to go around. After every name, they have to put second, third, fourth, and fifth. If anybody asked me, I could have reeled off thousands of names. And as for geometry, will help you. If you write ACB instead of BCO, whole answer is marked wrong. If you bring this perpendicular line down on that line, it will be twice the baseline. I ask you, what's the point of that? If isn't twice as long, it's 4 times as long or half as long. What do I care? But you have got to pass, so you have got to memorize all. They say, write an essay on punctuality. No less than 4 pages long. So now you open up your notebook in front of you, take your pen and hate the whole business. Who doesn't know that punctuality is a very good thing? A man's life is organized according to it. Others love him for it, and his business prospers from it. How can you write 4 pages on something so trifling? Do I need 4 pages for what? I can describe in 1 sentence. It's not economizing time, it's wasting it. We want a man to say what he has to say quickly and then get moving. It's a contradiction for them to ask us to write concisely. Write a concise essay on punctuality in no less than 4 pages. All right, if 4 pages is concise, then maybe otherwise they had asked us to write 1 or 200 pages. Run fast and walk slow at the same time. Is that all mixed up, or isn't it? When you get into my class, you will really take a beating and then you will find out what's what. Just because you got a first division this time, you are all puffed up, so pay attention to what I say. What if I fail? I'm still older than you. I have more experience of the world. Take what I say to heart on. You'll be sorry. It was almost time for school. Otherwise, I don't know when this medley of sermons would have ended. I didn't have much appetite that day. If I got a scolding like this when I passed, if I had failed, I would have had to pay with my life. My brother's terrible description of studying in the 9th grade really scared me. I'm surprised I didn't run away from school and go home. But even a scolding like this didn't change my distaste for books a bit. I didn't miss 1 chance to play. I also studied, but much less. Well, anyway, just enough to complete the day's assignment and not be disgraced in class. But the confidence I had gained in myself disappeared, and then I began to lead a life like a thief. Then it was the yearly exams again, and it so happened that once more I passed and my brother failed again. I hadn't done much work, but somehow or other I was in the first division. I myself was astonished. My brother had just about killed himself with work, memorizing every word in the course, studying till 10 at night and starting again at 4 in the morning, and from 6 until 9:30 before going to school. He had grown pale, but the poor fellow failed again, and I felt sorry for him when he heard the results. He broke down and cried, and so did I. My pleasure in passing was cut by half. There was only 1 grade left between my brother and me. फिर से जो है हम एग्जाम में पास हो गया, वो फेल हो गया. अब क्या हुआ? पहले 3 क्लास का डिफरेंस था, फिर 2 का हुआ. अब only difference is only 1 class. Okay, so the evil thought crossed my mind that if he had failed just once more, I had be at the same level. है ना? अगर अगली बार एक बार और फेल हो गए मेरे भाई, तो हम दोनों फिर सेम क्लास में होंगे. As him, and then what grounds would we have for lecturing? But I violently rejected this unworthy idea. After all, he had scolded me only with the intention of helping me. At the time, it was really bad. But maybe it was only as a result of his advice that I had passed so easily. फिर उसने एकदम से सोचा कि ये भी तो हो सकता है कि उनके इस तरह से मुझे संभालने से, मेरे को सलाह देने से, मेरे को डांटने से मेरा रिजल्ट अच्छा आ रहा हो. फिर भी उसने उस चीज को पॉजिटिव लिया. Now my brother had become much gentler toward me. Several times when he found occasion to scold me, he did it without losing his temper. Perhaps he himself was beginning to understand that he no longer had the right to tell me, or at least not so much as before. My independence grew. He began to take unfair advantage of his toleration. I have started to imagine that I had passed next time, whether I studied or not. My luck was high. As a result, the little I had studied before because of my brother. Even that ceased, I found a new pleasure in flying kites, and now I spent all my time at the sport. Still, I minded my manners with my brother and concealed my kite flying from him in preparation for the kite tournament. I was secretly busy solving such problems as how best to secure the string and how to apply the paste mixed with ground glass in it to cut the other fellows' tights of their strings. I didn't want to let my brother suspect that my respect for him had in any way diminished. One day, far from the hostel, I was running along like mad trying to grab hold of a kite. A whole army of boys came racing out to welcome it with long, thick bamboo rods. Nobody was aware who was in front or in back of him. Suddenly, I collided with my brother, who was probably coming back from the market. He grabbed my hand and said angrily, "Aren't you ashamed to be running with these ragamuffins? After a one paisa kite, have you forgotten that you are not in a low grade anymore? You are in the 18 now. One behind me, a man's got to have some regard for his position. After all, I'm sorry to see you have so little sense. You are smart, there's no doubt of that. तुम स्मार्ट हो इसमें कोई डाउट तो है ही नहीं. What use is it if it destroys your self-respect? You must have assumed I'm just one grade behind my brother. So now he doesn't have any right to say anything to me. But you are mistaken. I am 5 years older than you. And even if you come into my grade today, the difference of 5 years between us not even God to say nothing of you. Tell Rena, I am 5 years older than you and always VP. The experience I have of life and the world you can never catch up with even if you get an MA and a DLit and even a PhD. Understanding doesn't come from reading books. Our mother never passed any grade and dad probably never went beyond the fifth. But even if we studied the wisdom of the whole world, mother and father will always have the right to explain to us and to correct us. Not just because they are our parents, but because they will always have more experience of the world. Maybe they don't know what kind of government they have got in America or how many constellations there are in the sky, but there are 1,000 things they know more about than you or me. God forbid, but if I should fall sick today, then you had be at your wits' end. You wouldn't be able to think of anything except sending a telegram to them. But in your place, he wouldn't send anybody a telegram or get upset or be all flustered. First of all, he diagnosed the diseases himself and tried the remedy. Then, if it didn't work, he had called some doctor. But you and I don't even know how to make our allowance last through the month. We spend it, father sends us, and then we are penalties again. But as much as you and I spend today, dad's maintained himself honorably and in good reputation the greater part of his life and brought up a family on half of it. So, brother, don't be so proud of having almost caught up with me and being independent now. I will see that you don't go off the track if you don't mind. Then showing me his fist, I can use this too. I know you don't like hearing all this. I was sorely shamed by this approach of his. I had truly come to know my own insignificance and a new respect for my brother was born in my heart. With tears in my eyes, I said, "No, no, what you say is completely true, and you have the right to say it." My brother embraced me and said, "I don't forbid you to fly kites. I had liked to too, but what can I do? If I go off the track myself, then how can I watch out for it? That's my responsibility." Just then, by chance, a kite that had been cut loose passed over us with a string dangling down. A crowd of boys were chasing after it. My brother is very tall, and leaping up, he caught hold of the string and ran at top speed towards the hostel, and I ran close behind him. है ना, जिनकी सब बातें चल रही थी, डिस्कशन चल रहा था, ओके, एक दूसरे का। तो क्या होता है, तभी एक पतंग कट के आती है, और क्योंकि मेरा भाई सबसे लंबा था, है ना, और बच्चों की भीड़ आ रही थी, तो उसने फटाफट से वो धागा पकड़ा, वो हॉस्टल की तरफ भागा, और वो आगे आगे और मैं इसके पीछे। So everyone, the chapter is in here. I hope you all are very well understand the chapter. So we will meet to the next class. Thank you everyone.